Alright y'all, so I laid out everything I picked up from SEGE. If you haven't watched that video, go back and watch that of me actually buying this stuff. But I figure you all do want to see kind of a breakdown of what I bought. And so I'm going to show it all on the table. Kind of broke it down by system. Not everything is by similar things. But over here we have a stack of bundlers. These are games that I use on Amazon to go with Wii U's or Wii's. So we got a couple of Mario Karts, some Nintendo Lands, 3D World Resort, 2 Mario Karts, and Wii Sports. I don't remember, so these they had at 30. I would have paid 20 because that's what I spend on those, and then this was in the other video, but I got these for 15 each. We got 2 Wii U's. They're both in really good condition. Just need a little cleaning up, and we'll have to test and wipe them. Got those. This one was listed at $110, and I bundled it with a bunch of other games. I typically will pay $125 for a Wii U. This was an obvious buy, and then this one was also $120, another obvious buy, and so I bundled it with some games to get discount on the games. This is kind of the PS2 stack. There's nothing like, well, there's a couple of crazy games, but some of the other games are a little bit more common. So like King Kong, X-Men, The Incredible Hulk, Most Wanted, and then I started picking up the Haunted Mansion. Halloween's coming, and then they have the remake coming out in a couple weeks.
When my son and I moved in here, it wasn't as warm as we hoped.
Ace Combat's always a good one. Rumble Rose, you don't see that very often. Mobile Suit Gundam. This is one that I think is typically pretty expensive on Amazon. And then Guy Game, you just don't see this game very often. I think I basically ended up paying about $80 for this, and it typically goes for about $120 on eBay. I don't know if there's a listing on Amazon. If there is, it'll probably go there. But it might be one that just goes in the collection. Not because I have any interest in actually playing it, but it's kind of, I like my rare games. Next we got the PS3 stack. I don't know if there's much to really talk about. Got some God of Wars, Twisted Metal. We got 3 copies of Guitar Hero 5. That's one that you can usually find pretty cheap and does sell well on Amazon. Dragon Ball Z, Naughty Bear is always a good one. Another Ace Combat. Armored Core. With the new Armored Core coming out,
Augmented Human C4621 has awakened.
These games have really started to go up again. Hellboy, and then Blitz the League. That's a very good game to pick up. Next, we'll take a look at some of the PS2 games. Blitz, Rampage, Hot Wheels. We got a couple of Twisted Metals, and then here's some of the better ones. So Spider-Man, 23 is a really good price. I think the copy I have, I actually spent 30 on, is the Black Label, not Greatest Hits. Tiny Tank, not a game I see super often. Medieval, amazing game. And the price was pretty good, and I would have, let's see, they had it at 45. I think that's a decent price, and then I would have bundled it. All of these games are pretty much bundled to get a lower price, and then I'm always picking up Monster Rancher stuff. I did look at a trailer on this. The trailer's weird, and the trailer is incredibly weird.
Get real. For something exciting, check this out.
Monster Rancher Battle Card for PlayStation Game Console and Game Boy Color.
And then the game is probably not good because I don't think the card game did well at all. Got a couple of Dreamcasts. Vigilante 8, Second Offense. Definitely more uncommon than the regular Vigilante 8. And then Evolution 2. That one is definitely a high dollar game on Amazon, and it's like, obviously Dreamcast is a $45 game. Got a DSi and DS Lite. I think this one says 50, this one says 60. I probably paid closer to 40 and 50 for these two. Always looking for handhelds for Amazon. I know that's what Caleb does, but there's a reason Caleb does it. You got 3 PSPs. I paid $70 a piece. So I'm trying to think if I got a discount on that. Maybe I think I paid $210 for these. They gave me some third-party chargers, which typically I'm fine with, but the ones they gave me are kind of crappy, so those are probably just going to get thrown on eBay or something like that. But these sell pretty well on Amazon, and one of them's the 2000, the other one's the 1000. Next we have the only GameCube game that we bought, Shrek 2. I guess I just didn't find a lot of good deals on GameCube. I also don't think I saw a ton of GameCube in general. Couple of Xbox games. Leisure Suit Larry. Just don't see that game very often. Couple of cartridge games. Super Mario World. 25 is a pretty good price. Again, whatever it's marked at, I probably got it 10 to 20% underneath it. Donkey Kong. And then Speedy Gonzales.
The cat bandits are holding all the mice hostage, and it's up to you to free them.
That's for the collection. I had this as a kid, kind of forgot about it. So that's going to go in the collection. The sole Game Boy game, I guess. Pokemon Silver. It says 60, but this was part of the people that had buy one, get one 50% off. So I don't know if this is the one I paid full price for. A couple of Switch games. So this is from that same vendor, Super Mario 3D World. The reason I got this is because it was going to be 50% off. So they had it at 90, so I would have got it at 45. And then I got a couple of premium edition games. We got Super Blood Hockey. I think this is kind of like a Blitz or a street game, but it's hockey. And then we got Raji. Just sounded like a pretty fun game. So all the Switch games are actually going to go in the collection because I actually sold this when I sold my collection. If you haven't seen that video, check that out. This stack is a little ridiculous. So we got 5 Xbox 360 games, but one of them's Armored Core. Again, I've been buying a bunch of Armored Core because value's gone up on that. But we got 4 copies of NCAA 14. 2 of them I got from the same vendors that had the buy one get one 50% off. So I would have paid $120 for this one, but then I paid $60 for that one. So it's about $90 a piece. These all typically sell for over $200 on Amazon around Christmas. So might just hold on to them or just send them in, but list them high. We'll see. A couple of Wii games, and don't worry, I'm not going to forget the N64 consoles. These are like my pride and joy of the whole con. We'll talk about them. We got a couple of Wii games. This one, Sin and Punishment. It is sealed, so that's part of the reason I paid $35. I probably paid $30, and then just a couple other Wii games. I don't remember buying these 2. I think these might have gotten mixed in from another purchase, but whatever. I got 2 Xbox games. So we got Killer Instinct and Rush. Actually, I do think those Wii games got mixed in because I think these are also from a pawn shop. They were on the trip and they didn't make the other video, so who cares? I got some 3DS games. Kid Icarus, that one's high dollar game. Don't see that very often. Fossil Fighter, Frontier, and One Piece Unlimited World. Don't see that super often, but just good 3DS games. I just don't find a whole lot of 3DS. We have an amazing stack of PSP games. Let's see, so got a couple of Battlefronts, Tactics. I guess I should clarify, Dungeons and Dragons Tactics because they have Final Fantasy. Alien vs. Predator. This definitely looks like a movie, but it's a game. Midnight Club, Juiced Eliminator, Hellboy. So we got Hellboy on 2 consoles. And then Lord of Arcana, NFL Street, Radiant Mythology, and then another Yu-Gi-Oh game. We got a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh games on the trip to SEGE, and I guess that trend has continued. And then we got a bunch of DS games, and then we'll talk about the N64 consoles because they are beautiful and glorious. So I pulled these aside from these because these were all from one vendor. But one of the vendors had a bunch of DS games and they're all sealed. So I went ahead and grabbed them. I got them at a that one wasn't sealed. But I got them at a pretty good price. And on Amazon, they're going to sell it as a premium. The titles aren't crazy, but they're all sealed. And then we got some other DS games. This would have been from the same vendor. So Spider-Man, Naruto, Mega Man, another Yu-Gi-Oh game. We got 2 copies of Fossil Fighters. I'll probably add one of those to the collection. Been looking for that. I think I might have a loose copy of it. We got Pokemon Conquest. Always buying Pokemon. Got Pokemon White and Pokemon Black. Everyone knows that those are high dollar. I don't know if I'm keeping any of those. I don't really know what's in my collection right now because we're still under construction, hence all of this crap. And then finally, you all saw this in the other video if you watched it, but we got 5 of the Fantastic colors. The only one we're missing is watermelon, but we got a grape. I am definitely gonna keep this. I have a reshelled grape, so we'll replace that with official. We got the orange one. I don't remember what that one's called. Smoked gray, nice and beautiful. Ice blue. This is the one that I might actually put out. It's got a little scratching on it, but overall, good condition. And then we got the green one. I already have the green one, so I will probably be selling this. The nice thing is I already have controllers to go with. I think all of these. I have smoke gray. Yeah, so I have all these color. I'm still missing watermelon, so if anyone has a watermelon at a good price, please hit me up. But this is kind of the whole purchase. I forgot. I did buy this emerald guide just because it's beautiful. It's got this texture on it. It's really cool. This is the entire purchase. A lot of really cool stuff. This is why I like going to game cons. You get to meet a lot of awesome people. It's cool to hang out with people like Caleb, Phoenix Resell, Pixel Game Squad, Chase, After the Right Price and his crew. But total, we spent $3,400. We were gone for about a week. So glad to be home. But that's going to do it. I'm out, Gangsters.